Hey Wealth Lab users, Glitch here. Today we're going to talk about what's new in Wealth Lab 7 build 26 and 27. So let's get started. It'll be a quick one. There's a couple of nice new features in here. So the first one I want to talk about is adding some right margin onto the chart. So let's click our little chart button up here, bring up a new chart. And you'll notice I'm projecting a downward trend line here on SPY, which the index has most recently broken above, much to the consternation of the bears out there, including some of the members on our team, but I don't want to get into details on that. Let's talk about the feature. So as I move my mouse along the right here, right where the edge of the pane meets the right margin, you'll notice the cursor changes to a kind of size bar, and you'll also see a dashed vertical line. When this happens, this is a cue that you can drag to the left to add more space along the right of the chart, so to give you some more breathing room for your future projections and analysis. So you know, like back here, you would have projected down and you know, saw that, well, SPY is, you know, quite likely going to keep bouncing off of this trend line and, you know, head lower, but the market doesn't always do what you think it's going to do, so it's important to remember that. But if you want to move back, just move your mouse back to the edge here until you see that dashed line, and there you can remove that extra space. So one thing to note, this feature won't work if you have a strategy attached to the chart, because the strategy needs to, you know, do a lot of its own custom plotting of indicators and different strategy drawn objects, things like that, and to have the margin, you know, kind of working with that was just a little bit too complicated. So there you go, some right margin along the side of the chart for analysis. The next item in the list is the ability to push drag and drop indicators into C# strategy code. So this was a feature we had in previous versions of Wealth Lab, and now in build 26 it's made an appearance again. So I'm not sure if you're aware, but on a chart, if you look at this little drop down up here, these are indicator sets. So if you drag and drop a group of indicators onto the chart, you can save them using this green check mark as an indicator set. And then at any point in the future, you can drop down and look at your indicators and just click there to plot your indicator set on the chart. So it's just kind of a handy convenience feature. But what I want to show now is the new feature of right-clicking and saying push dropped indicators to a new C# coded strategy window. So I'll right-click here, and now I have a new strategy window open with the plot statements for those indicators. So if I ran this right now on a single symbol, I'll get my chart with these indicators plotted. So this is a way for you to look at the code and kind of get an idea how these indicators that you drag and dropped can be constructed in a coding environment or a coding C# coding context. And so there's a few other items in the release notes for build 26 and 27. You can take a look at those, but that's it for this video. And with that, I am completely caught up with the build highlight videos. So happy to say that. What's next for Wealth Lab 7? We have build 28 coming out in the next few days, or maybe even today, with a major new feature. It's a symbol by symbol optimization and the return of preferred values for Wealth Lab 7. So that's it for today, everyone. Thanks for watching, and see you on the forums.